Authorities are expected to visit Diepsloot north of Johannesburg today. Violent protests erupted there nearly 2 months ago, with residents accusing the police of not doing enough to fight crime. Deputy Minister of Justice and Correctional Services John Jeffrey will address residents there today. eNCA's Diepsloot is there covering the story for us. Good morning, Bule. I can't believe it's been a month now, or just a bit more than a month, since that very incident. Just talk to us about the issues of Diepsloot again. Remind us, before the death of Elvis Nyati, it seemed that community members had been complaining about a string of murders in the same fashion. There was a similar modus operandi. They then said it was as a result of foreign nationals in the area. Just talk to us about that situation that they were confronted with then.
Definitely. It was one of those moments whereby the community was, of course, complaining that they were under siege when it came to criminality in their township. But what was also quite concerning was fingers were being pointed at illegal undocumented foreign nationals in this township here in Diepsloot. But most importantly, also remember that this area was paid attention to by the Minister of Police, and of course the Minister of Home Affairs, in which they committed that they would be helping some of the residents in this area in terms of fighting crime and in terms of ensuring that they would have immigration officials at some of the police stations who would go around and ensure that there isn't any undocumented foreign nationals in the area who may be at liberty to commit crime. And those have been some of the promises that were made. Today, we do understand that the Deputy Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, Mr. John Jeffrey, will be here to address the residents at this very same community wall which the Minister of Police and Home Affairs Minister had attended previously. And most importantly, his visit will be important in terms of strengthening and, of course, preaching the issues of social cohesion and how they can try and alleviate some of the social challenges in this area.
I remember at that last meeting, they had stated that the TRT would be stationed there until the next visit. Have you been able to see them on your drive to Diepsloot? Is there heavy police presence, or just presence in general? A significant increase in the number of police that are moving around the area?
Definitely. This was something that was said by the police minister then, saying they would be in the area for months. We also do understand that they had said that there would be immigration officials for about 3 to 6 months in the area. But as we came in here, we haven't been seeing any of these tactical response teams, but to see some of the members of the JMPD who are patrolling. One would also think that this is, of course, due to the events taking place here today, which will see the visit of the Deputy Minister of Justice, who we think that will be trying to engage and go into a dialogue with the community members to try and find out what has been the latest, developments in the community in terms of safety and security. But most importantly, if the members of the cabinet, members of government, have lived up to the expectations in terms of ensuring that Diepsloot becomes a very safe community. And it will be quite interesting to see what is going on there. Remember, just previously, again, just about a month ago, when the Home Affairs Minister was addressing, the feedback from the members of the community was not warm and was not welcoming. They were quite upset as to how they were saying they had been, forsaken, or rather neglected for quite some time. And those are some of the things we need to look at, the mood of the people, and most importantly, what will be coming out of this address this time around.
No, it will certainly be a very important and interesting address to hear from those community members 1 month later, if indeed they actually lived up to those commitments. Bule, thank you very much for that update. That's reporter Diepsloot out in Diepsloot.